Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld version 1.0 unstable beta, still under development. A million things may break, of course, but so far we're having a lot of fun with it. And I feel like I might have the game muted. Yes, indeed I do. Good thing I spotted that before we went too long into this episode. Of course, Rimworld has plenty of quiet times too, but I was seeing no blips whatsoever on my little audio mixer thing. Anyway, we've got our little riverside camp over here, although this place could have easily been called Silver Hills, because we've got silver ore all over the place, which is really interesting. Like, we will have to rely on trading, I think, to a much more substantial amount than usual. I think, like, in particular, we might have to trade for a lot of steel, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, as you can see here, I've gone ahead between episodes and just marked a bunch of trees to be chopped down, set up our little flooring plans over here to make things real pretty, not to mention just make people move around a little bit faster. I guess Ushkin is just out for a little walk, yeah. And I've also queued up another power plant here because, okay, it did kick up a little bit here, but when I was checking between episodes, I think it was sitting at around about 500 power, sort of sitting idle, and I was like, you know what, let's get ourselves a little bit more of a margin, especially as we continue to focus on expansion a little bit over here. We are currently researching microelectronics, which I believe will give us everything we need to get started on our trade. We'll also be able to build our true and proper stockpile at that point. Decompiling? Sure, decompiling these walls over here to redo this as a pair of bedrooms next to the mountainside. If we take a look, unowned, yeah. So I can go ahead and, well, I guess I just unpack these beds for now, which go and uninstall rather. And then people can move into these proper bedrooms, and then when we get this redesigned, we can go ahead and redeploy those guys again. I think that's going to be groovy. All right, so we got that. Trees are, yeah, should be chopped. We should get a good supply of wood coming in regular like over here. Minor break risk, a few things. Low on medicine, yeah. I mean, we have a few of the heal roots, but we'll want more. And yeah, we'll be setting up some proper greenhouses here, because we've got plenty of soil. Although, it does feel like maybe, I'm wondering, maybe we should just go and embrace whole hog the idea of, like, seasonal crop growth along the river here. Especially since we've got a lot of hunting to back ourselves up. Maybe we just don't go with greenhouses and we hope that we can do the cycle properly. I don't know, I'll probably want at least one for some of the slower to grow crops. You know, like heelroot can grow kind of slow, I believe. Lifespan, grow time 7 days, I guess that's not so long. 4.6, corn's a little slow too, isn't it? 11 days. Maybe a little greenhouse, just the one, just limit ourselves to one, just to have a little backup food in case, you know, someone comes over and burns down the plants, or we get some sort of blight or something like that. A few pieces of corn, a few heel root. When we get things like Devil Strand, which is really, really, really slow to grow, and we might want to grow it year round, something like that might not be a terrible idea. But otherwise, be really reliant on the riverside growing. I think that's what's going to happen. One greenhouse, that's it. Okay, I like that, actually. So, building this up, and partially just because it looks good, and we'll probably do all of the shore over here. And we might end up, like, mega bridging this. I don't know. I still kind of like the idea of these smaller bridges. I don't know exactly what I want for a look. It's like, I feel like there's an aesthetic I want. I just don't know what it is. Okay, this is the worst possible thing with not having walls. Manhunter packs. So, Cobras, I think, are relatively squishy. I don't know if they're hard to hit. They're relatively squishy. I don't know if the poison is a thing. Is the Manhunter pack just 3? Man, I am not used to playing on this difficulty level. Okay, we're gonna go and get ourselves in position right away. I mean, the wall's not that important. Are you pathing around this way? Yeah. Although, technically, it will slow them down just a scooch as they try to enter melee range. And we've got our dog over here who'll probably end up getting shot. The thing is, like... Oh, there we go. Yes, don't follow the master when you're drafted. There you go. Okay, that's right. They did add those features at some point. Oh, here they come. The walls are actually going to protect the Cobras a fair bit as they try to approach here. Miss, 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 miss. Okay. As long as it's just these 3, and it seems like that's the case. How come these 2 were forbidden and this one was not? Does it have something to do with the actual way they died? Gunshot wound caused the cobra to die. Gunshot wound caused the cobra to die. Does it have something to do with the home zone? Oh, okay. All right. We're going to make use of the new right-click on unforbid, unforbid all items. And we're going to get some cobra meat. As far as I know, I think snake is actually relatively tasty to eat. I've never had it. I've had alligator. And it was, I don't know. I always described it, it was a long time ago, it was years ago. It tasted like fishy steak to me. Which wasn't necessarily bad, although it was certainly a little odd. And anyway, whenever I think about like eating snakes, I think about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Because they have in that meal, they have like a big like roasted snake all curled up, right? And when they cut it open, do things come out? I feel like something like that happens. It's been a long time since I've seen it. And it's the one I've seen the most because it's like, I don't know, the worst one or something, so that it gets televised all the time, or it got televised all the time. Like, I saw Temple of Doom probably 10 times, possibly before I saw Raiders, which is crazy. You have cobras to sell. Apparently cobras are just the in thing over here. So we have nothing we can sell you for some reason. I don't think we're interested in buying any of this. Yeah, I'm okay. What is this? Oh, gift mode. Ooh. Show everything the trader wants to buy. Okay. So we could, like, figure out things that we could possibly sell them later on. So they're not interested in buying any of this. Yeah, so definitely some tweaks to the sales screen. I think that's all 1.0 stuff. Again, there might be some stuff that I see that between just mods and not paying attention as carefully were actually in beta 18, but I think that tweak, those buttons are there. What is this? More silver? Yeah, it's all silver and silver. This is steel. Okay, let's flag that. I flagged in between episodes. I did go and find a few more steel packets here and a few other little bits that I did designate to be mined at some point. Ooh, this is quite stormy here. Rainy thunderstorm. Well, at least the lightning bolts will go. We don't have the hospitality mod, which is a shame, because I like it a lot. I like the flavor of the hospitality mod. It does make it a little easier to recruit people, admittedly, but I think it's spiffy. You know, having people come over, having them buy resources while they're you know, in their room, having them leave gifts for us if they were happy. I think it's just wonderful. It makes the world feel a lot more meaningful. But you know, vanilla gonna vanilla, that's okay. That could conceivably be something I could see being added into the base game. Like, I don't know, like, this is 1.0 coming up, right? It's gonna be considered feature complete. I don't know what the plans are with this game. I don't know if there's gonna be plans for 1.1 and 1.2, etc. Or if Tynan is like, okay, I want to work on my next project now. I've got this other game in mind that I want to start working on. I mean, both are very legitimate approaches. But if there is going to be some continuation, I've always said there's some things that, like, it's fine to have them be in mods, because, you know, you don't need every feature. Some things add too much complexity or are too unfocused or too specialized to necessarily be there for the general population. Leave that to mods. Rimworld is great with mods, both in terms of how well it supports modding and how great of a modding community we have. So it's perfectly okay to not have everything exist in vanilla. But I could sort of see the hospitality thing being there, because there's not much of a change. People already come by to visit you, so flagging beds to be like guest rooms, I mean, we already have flagged beds for prisoner rooms, and it's basically the same sort of thing. So, I don't know. Maybe. Alright, building up on this. This is a long thunderstorm. My gosh. Yeah, we probably want to get lamps in these rooms. These rooms are big enough that people like to hang out in here, and then having the lamp will make it, will remove a debuff, I suppose, because they're, like, in darkness. So they're in their room, and they're not particularly happy about that. And we do have a sculpting table, and I think at some point that'll start trickling out. Okay, we are going to deconstruct this. Yes, that is correct. And for now, this can still just be one big stockpile, I suppose, temporarily. Now, we haven't done any research for a while. And I think the problem is, of course, is Bonjamate... Well, Bonjamate is currently asleep. Bonjamate is one of the 2 people assigned to cooking. It's probably okay for me to just turn off cooking here. I do like, you know, sometimes having more than one person assigned to things to make sure that it's happening, but maybe it's best to just have one person working on one thing, in particular for research, just full-time, go nuts. Minifest is taking care of our cooking perfectly fine. It's not like Minifest has something else that goes above and beyond cooking here. Minifest is just going to cook when there's cooking to be done. So, I suppose that's okay. And yeah, we'll get the research. So, there's still some fire over here. It's not raining anymore. I think I'm going to go ahead and flag this as a home zone, and I'm just going to cycle everyone real quick so that they go and deal with the fire. Sorry, Bonjamate. I know I woke you up during the day, and you're going to be unhappy about that. Don't clean this area! I was lying about it being a home zone. Could use a little bit more hauling. The fact that there's still a corpse over here. I did designate a... right here. This is a humanoid dumping stockpile, so that we can keep things a little out of sight. Of course, there is... we also built a burial zone over here. I don't know if I... Man, I've talked about the hauling thing so many times before. The fact that things aren't being hauled right now is not good. You know, stuff is decaying. There's no one person that could really be on full-time hauling, justifiably. If it wasn't for the fact that Bonjamate was researching, they'd actually be, I think she would actually be the best candidate for just full-time hauling, because, I mean, you know, even, again, with the cook here, that might be okay. But I'm wondering if it might be worth doing the thing where we just put everyone on max hauling and get it done really quick, and then have them go back to their regular thing. And by max, in this case, I pretty much just mean 2. We might leave... Do I leave you on the research? Well, you know what? Right now, we're going to do this because we've got a backlog of hauling. But this is also a sign that the cleaning's not happening very quickly either, right? Because the hauling would happen before the cleaning. And we have had one dedicated cleaner before, and it's been great. We got some rare thrumbos. Ah, that is so much money. So it's just a single one. Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everyone could die. Especially, we can't lure it into a, get it close enough for at least a gun to get started. We can't lure it into turrets, because we don't have any built yet. Oh! This could be very bad. Okay, I'm going to spread out a bit, because we're going to try to figure out who the Thrumbo is going for, and then kite. Yeah, okay. And I figured it'd be one of the two in the front, since they tend to go... like, the closest target. Scatter, 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 scatter. You almost shot Ushi. Keep running. Hopefully you don't get hit in the leg. Okay, the Thrumbo's starting to slow down, though. Now, you might go for practice in a second, so we're going to go ahead and veer you off. Yeah, you're going for practice now. Downed. Okay. I'm going to unrecruit you. The rest of everyone, you can come up right here and go back to attack mode. Excellent. And I'm going to get you to... Can I prioritize? Yeah, but shouldn't it override? Oh, there's nowhere for you to store it. We need to get some butchering happening right away. Minifest, you're going to play horseshoes. I'm going to get you to prioritize some butchering. And at the very least, you'll clear some space. Oh, yeah, that was an old message. I'm like, what? There's another Thrumbo on the map after all? Oh my god. And you're going to go butcher the Thrumbo? Perfect. Okay, so we'll get the horn. Ushi has been treated. Just a single bite. Thrumbo teeth. Maybe, I don't know if you had the scar already. Cause the Thrumbo bit. Yeah, which is kind of interesting and fine. But I think that's the cause of the wound. I don't know if the scratch... I don't know the order of the scars, because in a sense, you wouldn't have the scar yet. It would happen after the wound healed, but left a scar. So I don't know. Maybe you had it. But overall, that was pretty good. And yeah, we'll just give us something else to trade for. Okay. Although, again, trading will be delayed until we get microelectronics. And if we're doing, you know, hauling with people, then who knows? Minifest, you are still on butchering, which... I guess is good, actually. The last thing we want to do is hunt these things and then leave them there. That's the other advantage to having a high haul. Although, our hauling was full. Is this steel, too? Oh, well, god dang. All right. just flag you to do that. I think we've only got like one person really on... Well, no. Yeah, we actually have really no one on mining, and maybe we should. I think Lem, we should probably keep it on a 3. Again, I got the 4s here. Just if for some reason you're totally idle, go and whack in some rocks. Lem construct into mine is probably fine. Although, again, you'll do a little bit of hauling first. So practice is up, doing a little bit of treatment here. That's good. And then you're going to go and haul some chunks. Okay. I mean, the chunk hauling is not necessarily the highest priority, but there it is. Hauling blue fur. Oh, right. All the fur from the butchering and then gets moved over. So ideally, having the stockpile not too far away. I think the stockpile is going to be built here. So it won't be too far away from the area where we do the butchering for this leather stuff. And that's probably okay. I mean, you still have to walk through here, but it's not the worst. All right, we've actually got some cleaning. Zambezi, who can't haul and does have the cleaning set to a 2. Right, okay. Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm very pleased with that. Because we get so many bad mood. Let's not to mention all kinds of disease and stuff like that. I don't have flooring built under this yet, and we probably will want to do it. I don't know if it's the most important thing to prioritize. It sort of annoys me a little that the doors aren't there. And it will help cut down on more dirt. Right? There's less cleaning if you're not trudging dirt around. Sure, let's do it. Plus, it'll add a little bit of beauty to the room, which is really good because there's, you know, some people that are spending some amount of time going in and out of this. And that'll help out. Okay. We'll do some more stuff over here later. Fully healed. Good. Bring the wood in, which I like a lot. Harvesting some potatoes. And yeah, hauling that in right away to be refrigerated and covered. I think it's probably right. I mean, again, we might tweak it. And ideally, if we can end up with someone who's sort of useless but can haul, especially if they're a fast mover or something, then I'll be very happy to just leave them on full time for that. But yeah, we couldn't leave all that stuff out there because you do all this work to chop down trees or hunt people and everything like that, and then you leave them out there to rot and you lose some of your stuff. Like, it's just lost time. I mean, some of it is more important to haul quickly than others, but ultimately you want it all there. It's going to optimize more of the construction. You've got components over here, which has just been rotting outside for a while. Yeah. And we could do it with just one person set to high priority hauling, but we may as well get everything hauled in masse. And then just go back to regular work. What are these stumps? Burnt trees. Oh! I don't think I've ever noticed this before. Is this new? Huh. It certainly stands out. I don't know. Again, I'm always going to doubt myself. It's like, oh no, that's been in the game for like 3 years now. What the hell? And that's just silver, right? Yeah. Like, still on the lookout for more things. I suppose I should probably... Psychic Soothe. Well, that's handy. I should probably flag some of the component mining as well. Because we are going to need some more. Some more jade over here. Something like that. We actually might want to mine through this area. Oops. Not you. I don't know. It's like a little bit more security to have this big giant wall over here. So maybe we don't want to mine through. On the other hand, it would optimize our ability to move around a lot more if we could just go through this area. We shall see. Psychic Soothe. Female gender. What's our mix? Oh, that's hay grass. I think we just have 2 females. Yep. Okay. Still, we'll take it. I mean, we've got some minor break risks going on right now still. Unsightly darkness. It's been dark for a while. I don't like it. Disturbed sleep. Slept in the heat. How hot are we talking about here? Well, it's 13 right now, so it's really not too bad. I guess one of the things with having these individual cabins is that we can't vent stuff between them. Which, okay, definitely sucks. I will admit. Especially when the winter comes, we're going to need a heater in every one of these rooms. And since they're not double walled, the heaters will have to work fairly hard to keep it going. It's really unoptimal. Not gonna lie, not gonna deny it. But that's not the point of this particular run. We're doing a lot of things unoptimal. Like, we don't have a big walled off area. We don't have a kill zone. The idea of the run is to be a little bit more aesthetic and loose with our base layout. And we're playing on a lower difficulty. But the fact that we're not building defensively means that actually we're probably much more likely to get doomed by something. In particular, I'm still much more worried about the Manhunter packs than anything else. The fact that there's only 3 Cobras, because I guess we're early in the game, thank goodness. But like, if we get a Manhunter pack of 20 Cougars or something, we're just dead. That's just gonna be the end of the game. And be ready for that. Okay, we got the other power set up, which is good. And yeah, we got tons of juice going on right now. That will be important when winter sets in. Now we're getting our lamp set up, which is awfully pretty. Good stuff there. That's being taken down, which is nice. So I'm going to wait. I'll go ahead and just in case it matters, I'm going to extend this stockpile zone here. Like that. I'm going to wait until we finish the microelectronics, and I'll build the next stockpile zone based on the radius of the trade beacon. So we'll have a non-square building. Chunks of spacecraft. Ooh, a lot of them. Deconstruct, 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 deconstruct. Steel and components are there for us, which is nice. Okay. Well, we're going to do it 60 years old. Hopefully you don't have like a bunch of cataracts and asthma and a bad heart and a broken spine or anything like that. We're going to do this. Now, with an attack like this, if I recall correctly, you get a double strength pirate attack when it's a refugee, because you get the choice to say yes or no, plus it comes with an extra person. But we're going to do it. We're going to offer safety to Kit over here. Alzheimer's. Major Alzheimer's. I'm wondering if she's being chased by actual pirates or it's just her family trying to bring her home. I mean, she's 19 medical skill. Jogger, super immune, industrious. I mean, crazy. Intellectual. I think this means that, who is it, Bonjamate might not be doing research anymore. I don't know if this affects memory part efficiency, so it is going to hurt the consciousness. I think you could probably still do research. Do you have a weapon? I think the answer is no. Okay, we're going to recruit everyone. Get them to go over here, although there'll be some partial cover. And then Kit, you're going to come out and grab a... We just have 2 pore pistols? Yeah, equip a revolver. Okay. What I'll go away. I appreciate that you've been trained some, but we're going to leave you there. We could actually set up over here. We should probably deconstruct this. Let me put a deconstruct command on this for the future. I built this when we didn't have that many people to defend, but now we have a few more. There's the raid. Outlanders, they're attacking immediately. Okay, they have some pretty good guns. I wonder what their shooting skill is compared to me. I'm going to put Lem over here. Put you there, and put you over here. Kit, did you grab the weapon? Yes, you are now armed. Good. We're going to try to move you to... Yeah, okay, actually here. We've got both the rock and the tree for a little bit of cover. Okay, Lem can't actually shoot from here because that's just a shotgun. Okay, move up here because some are closing in. Break cover and run to here. It's risky. Yeah, we got a lot of people who actually can't shoot as is. Ooh, Lem just took a big shot. And a miss. Alright. Take one more shot. Okay, they're running. Good, 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 good. And don't come back! Okay, we've got 2 down people. We'll put another prisoner sleep spot over here. Probably, yeah, okay. No one's actually shooting right now. Becky, what do you like? Permanent gunshot injury to the brain. I think we're going to say no to that. Minifest, I'm going to get you to finish off Becky here. And Richard, permanent gunshot injury to the brain. Okay, apparently maybe we're a little too good with our kill shots here. I'm going to re-recruit you, get you to stand over here, and shoot at this person. Try not to kill our own people, please. Are you finishing off Becky? There you go. I guess you were too close. Okay, well, we got some extra weapons at least, so that's something. We're going to right-click, unforbid all. Oh, we could have stripped them first. Oh, well. I mean, their clothes was probably full of bullet holes and covered in blood. Somehow. But still, we should have stripped them first so that we would have gotten some non-dead man's clothes. All right, hauling in some more corpses over here. Okay, so Kit going right to research. So with Alzheimer's, Kit will often, I think, just break into a wander and a daze, and that's just the way it's going to be. But I think that's okay. going to turn off the hunt instruction. I'm going to turn off animal handling. And yeah, firefight, patient, doctor, bed rest, and then the flicking, that's fine. You're going to spend all your time researching. And I'm kind of okay with that. So Bonjamate... Oops. Is going to become our hauler cleaner. And if for some reason there's not any of that available, I'll put a low priority cook, and you still have the low priority mine as well, so you can do a little bit of that. But yeah, that's going to be okay. So these guys, with the 3 on the hulls, I mean, they're gonna do everything else first, and that's going to be okay. You're going to tend... Oh, you still do medicine, of course. Bonjamate over here, good. Zambezi, you've got the gunshot wound. Did Lem get treated? Yes. So I don't think we're going to get any infections or anything like that, which is swell. All right, well, we're going to put a cut in here. Whoa, we're going to rename Kit. Tell you what, I'll do that. I'll have that done by the start of the next episode. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.